The three key elements that teachers want to have, characteristics or components that they want to have to establish what's called credibility. Credibility means this teacher has the goods, so to speak. Okay, and these are the three on the board: competence, trustworthiness, and I think it's dynamism, right? Okay, that they're dynamic. All right, let's go through each of these very quickly. Competence refers to, do you know what you're doing? Right? Are you prepared? Do you understand your content? Do you have the capacity to explain it, answer questions? Right? And very quickly, students won't necessarily, again, be able to say, teacher doesn't know what she's talking about, but they'll sense something is amiss. And you know, right? And even, it's interesting, yesterday, in that presentation I referred to, there was a moment, I have this almost at every, thankfully today I haven't felt it yet. But in most presentations that I offer, if I was, let's say, do a 2-hour talk, or 3 hours, or 1 hour, whatever the typical duration would be, there's gonna be that one slide, that one topic where I'm just a little bit less confident, or I just sort of can't think of the right example I wanna use at the moment, and I start to shift a little bit. I start to sweat a little bit more, right? My glands are not producing the same degree of normal responses because I'm feeling a certain degree of fight or flight, if you will. Now, that's just me in the moment, but if we're operating like this all the time, kids are gonna get that, right? So they need to feel that we are providing the quality of instruction that they're to do. And even if they say they don't wanna learn, that attitude, at the end of the day, kids want to come to school and feel like their time is properly utilized. Right? Even if they're really young, they sense that. Okay, trustworthiness, this is a lot of the stuff we've been talking about. Are relationships actively developed? Do they feel that they're treated fairly? What does fairness mean? That's a really big one, especially for little kids. Right? What does fairness mean? They don't have the sensitivity and awareness to say, well, why are you treating this child different than this child? Even when they're older, it's hard. I remember doing a presentation here in New Jersey at a school in Livingston, not a Jewish school, I think it was called Newark Academy, and it was a presentation on behalf of the New Jersey Association of Independent Schools, and a teacher from a very affluent independent school, I think as a high school teacher, was talking about how parents were calling her and complaining that you're treating the students differently. This was a differentiated instruction conversation, so you can imagine why that would elicit such talk. But we have to somehow create the sense that we're sensitive to individual needs and we try to operate in a fair way with all of our students. Right? Are we flexible? Are we understanding? Do students know what to expect from us? Right? We don't have to always be exactly the same, but are we predictable? Right? It's not hot and cold, depending on my mood, bringing into school what was going on in my home this morning. A lot of that is the foundational pieces of trustworthiness. And you see, I mentioned before Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you may be familiar with this,
yes.
Right? So you know that I need to be physiologically well attended to and safe. If I come to school, I haven't eaten, but we've seen it, sluggishness with at least older children, ourselves, on a fast day, for example. We haven't eaten, we haven't had what to drink, we're tired, okay, things like that, we're not properly clothed. Or we don't feel safe because there's bullying that goes on in school, or something else that would compromise their well-being. They're not present to learn, right? We need to get that in place first. Only then can you reach levels that ultimately result in self-actualization and higher level cognitive engagement, right? That emerges from a sense of I'm physically secure. So we need to be able to create an environment that preserves that for them, okay? And then finally, are they dynamic? Are they passionate? Right? You don't have to be a super performer all the time and wear yourself out, but you can still demonstrate that you love what you do. You can still demonstrate that you believe in what you teach. But you're not just here to do a job, you're here to transform, you're here to engage. They will see that. Are you confident? Are you animated? Do you work the room? Do you demonstrate with affect, with nonverbals, with smiles, and with eye contact and things like that?